Hey guys, just want to cover the Atlantic salmon. Woo, don't know what happened there. Just want to cover the Atlantic. Hi guys, I would like to cover the Atlantic salmon. I like to catch these very early in the morning. Up until 6 is great. From sort of 4 till 6 I tend to get good results. This is a little spot that I like to use. That you don't have to travel far, it's literally where you start, and the shop is right behind me, and there we go. This is on a 2-0 just to show they'll take pretty much any size once you get the right bait. You can get some very good results here. I've had up to 19.4 roughly kilos from here. Atlantic salmon, that was a nice couple of ones. Rupert's pulled several out of here. He's a bit of an Atlantic salmon boss, to be honest. He does really well with them. In a minute I'll put a different spinner on. This is just a 2-0 to show. We'll see kind of what happens. Specifically want to target the Atlantic salmon at the moment. They're really good for your level, for your XP. Once you start getting them above 10 kilo as well, you get really good rewards for them, which is nice. I just had a semi-decent one. This one doesn't look too bad. He's not massive, but they're taking it. If you find they get stuck like that, move to the side slightly and just relift, and it usually does that. It starts letting you attempt to secure your catch. .6, another silver. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. They're not huge, but you will get huge ones here. You really will. I like to chuck it just to the right or just to the left of that post. Seems to be a good spot for me. Speed 2. I always let them sink a little bit. If you can get them to my right, there's another spot with a little boat on. That's a great little spot. In fact, that's probably the best one for these. We'll go there in a second. That's good if you let it sink. Again, you don't have to, but I find I get slightly better results when letting it sink. You will still get smaller ones doing the same thing. But yeah, it's a really good spot for them. It's never a dull moment. I usually end up with a few people fishing around me when they see that I'm catching so many. Like I say, there's so many good spots for these fish, so many, but it's nice that you can come to the starting point, so you can very first join this game, put on small tackle, come and catch these, have a bit of a fight with them, but know that they're here, rather than having to unlock this, that, travel here, travel there. All of the stuff you do in this game is optional. Works towards your rep. The higher your rep or score from doing missions and collecting certain things, there's a section in the shop that you unlock as you go along, so you can upgrade your backpack, you can buy better rods, reels that you can't get in the shop normally. It just gives it another aspect to. I know a lot of people, I don't want to run here, run there, do this, but it's good. Think of it as a story mode, or similar. You just got to go around, collect some stuff. You don't have to do it. You can just go to the water, chuck in a line, start catching. But it gives you that extra side to the people that do want to do that. Just keep an eye on that tension as you bring them in. Sometimes it'll be a bit trickier. I've had a couple that have snapped off under the dock. They've been gold ones. They end up going on to my left and underneath, so just watch your tension on the right. If it starts to shoot up, just knock it down a little bit. So they can break off at the last second, something they do like to do now and again. There's another one there next to it. They can be a bit of a bugger, just be patient with them. Don't be tempted to max out your tension and that sort of thing, because they can just snap it at the best of times. Just play the fish, and eventually you'll be able to just lift them in. There we go, 13.75. That's not bad. 250 XP, which is, I mean, it's on par with the daily challenges, to be honest. But they haven't been working the last few days. The daily challenges have been off. I don't know if that's normal, if they reset them. They're still off. Got one for burbot. Can't catch them. Cannot catch burbot. I'm almost convinced there's something wrong with them. I just can't catch them. But yeah, this setup works really well here. If you go over there to where you start, in fact I'll just show you. I'll just fall in the water first. I'm known for doing that. It's kind of my thing. I always somehow manage to fall in. Again, I'm trying to purposely show you this, meaning it's probably not going to work because that's sod's law. But this is a brilliant little spot. This is Rupert's spot. Here on a number 2 spoon is stupidly good for them. I'm going to try this 2-0, which is quite large. You don't have to use a 2-odd try and hook kind of thing. But here it's a bit more depth, so I like to let it sink to around 10 metres, which again was Rupert's advice. He likes to let it go to about 10, discovered that it worked really well for him. I tried it, had great results here. We've had several sort of 19 plus kilo gold Atlantic salmons here. I like to try out this 2-0. I know it's huge, but it's something I was given at level 40, so I thought I'd give it a few spins. What I'm going to do, I'm probably going to prove myself wrong here, but I'm going to go back to what Rupert discovered worked really well. We both had fantastic results as a 2-spoon. And we'll just chuck a couple of casts out and see if anything happens. I'm not guaranteeing you this will work first cast every cast, but it is a good weapon to have in your arsenal. It is a good item. We've had some great results with it. I'll bring it in early. I normally let it sink to around 10. And again, straight in. Reduce the hook size about 3 or 4 sizes. Doesn't mean you're only going to catch the smaller ones. There's kind of a variant. So like a 2 will catch a fish that a 1-0 would catch, a 2-0 would catch, or maybe a 3 and 4 would catch. It's just you're more likely to get the size related to the size of the tackle that you use and the size of the lure or whatever. Again, if they're being a bit of a bugger, move your rod to the side a little bit. Try again, you usually get a chance to land them. Not too shabby, silver, 179 XP, 10.08 kilo, size 2 spoon. Wicked little tool that is. As soon as you can get one of them, I'd really recommend giving one a try because they're just such good results. Just aiming to do a quick 10-minute video here. I just happened to be fishing and thought I'd share it. As you can see, you just constantly fish them. It's not often you'll get a cast without one on this size, and yeah, some might be smaller. Some might surprise you and be quite big. This isn't a big one. This is about 4 kilo probably. There you go, 4.3. But it all adds up. I'm going to try something I've not done before. Chuck it that way. Along the shoreline, it's going to be shallow, 3.6 metres. This is the joy of it though, isn't it? You never know. You never know. You might catch something where normally you wouldn't, or you wouldn't think to fish. I've had a float to my right, right in against the shoreline before, and had some goldfish out, which was nice. I say there are tons of locations. You can go all over the map to catch these fish. Several different places, but I like this one. It's near the shop. It's chill. You've got a quick half-hour spare. You just nip in on fishing. You don't want to be travelling around this, that, and the other. Just jump on here, chuck a few out, because you never know what's going to happen here. And it's a consistent spot. It's not the first time I've fished this and all. You know, I've got loads, and the next time catch nothing. This is my favourite spot to come for them. It's not a bad looking spot either. It's got a nice view, but it just seems to produce consistently the better ones, in my opinion. But we shall see. Now I'm going back to this spot. Within sort of 3 casts I would have thought to have a bite. Usually it's first time, but I didn't want to say that on a video, because you know what happens when you do that. You then pull a blank for the next 25,000 fish. Ah, there we go. It's a good spot. It's a good setup. You don't have to use the giant gear either. I'm just using it because I've got it unlocked. This one looks okay. Maybe it's a 7, something like that. By the pull it's got 7, 8 kilos, something like that. We'll land this one and that'll be it. That covers the Atlantic salmon for you. I've probably said rainbow trout a few times in this video. If I have, I apologise. I seem to get the two mixed up a lot. I know what I'm going for, I know what I'm catching, but when it comes to talking about it, I'm like, yeah, I got this cod. I hope these videos are useful for you. I've got lots of other ones that say legendary videos, normal videos. I'm doing more and more. Rupert and I are going to be doing quite a few more in about a week's time. We've both got a holiday coming up. There you go, I said 7 or 8, 8.5. But we've got a holiday coming up, so there'll be a bit of a break. But I will catch up with you in a bit. Take care, and remember, happy fishing. Enjoy it. See you later.